see, what kind of good signs did you see in the development of the group as you got it together for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the big pluses was the start of the second quarter. I think that was probably a lineup not sure we'd drawn up or seen before, right? Precious, Chris, I think OG and Scotty, I think, running the point. I think Svi was in there as well, so it was good. I thought they did a good job. They got off to a 6 or 8-0 start. Thought that kind of put a good stint in there for kind of a combo of the second unit and some other guys, and we got to try some things defensively with a couple really big lineups. So it was all right. It was good. It was good conditioning, and it was good to see some lineups and see some other guys handle the ball and things like that.
Think of that starting lineup. Did you sort of want to see it defensively, whether there was any connectivity there?
It was really good. I think both the last two games, Doug, we've come out and been ready to go defensively. I'm not sure. We don't seem to sustain. We do it for about 6 or 7 minutes, and then but I think again part of that's just getting some legs back and conditioning back. So I'm good. At least they're ready to go, and at least they're showing some signs of being able to play some stingy defense. So hopefully we can extend those moments and get, and then bringing guys off the bench, they can re-energize that and things like that.
Fred had a great game shooting the ball, but a lot of his offense came in the flow, and some of it came other guys creating for him. Pascal, a couple of different times. I mean, how much more flexible does that make you?
Well, it makes us tough to guard, right? When he's coming down, hitting in transition, coming off screens. I agree with you on the main point. I think a big factor is Pascal's paint touches. He's really being decisive. He had a couple where he didn't quite get them out tonight, but they were really sending a lot of bodies. They surprised him a few times, but for the most part, really, really great that he's getting out of there and being able to find guys out, because I think that's usually a start to a good possession, Michael, when you can get a deep paint touch by a guy that's been scoring or can score if they don't send help. So he's been doing a good job of that.
What do you think it is that makes Pascal be that aggressive and get into the paint sometimes and not all the time, and 5 games and not 10?
He's been, I think that's about 3 in a row now where he's good. I mean, you can maybe look at it as a bright side of this is what the lineup was, and he had to kind of do it that game. We were missing so many guys his first game back, and I think it was the Sixers. We were playing through him a lot there, and it just kind of continues. I think again it built his confidence, and his confidence is good, and I love that he's seeing the correct play a lot, which is good.
You mentioned that second quarter lineup. You had Scotty out there handling the ball, initiating the offense. What did you think of him in that role? Yeah,
he did good, right? I think he did fine. I think kind of like I said before the game, it's probably him. It's Pascal was handling it some as well. I think maybe it was other times when Scotty wasn't out there, Pascal was bringing it, and I think those are probably the next two best choices. I did like a lot of our breakouts. We got some rebounds, and there was some other guys pushing it up the floor, Gary and OG and some other guys too on that. And that's, again, if we want to, it's kind of what we started the year envisioning, that we would push with multiple guys like that once they got the board. I thought both Scotty and Pascal did a good job. They seemed to settle us down pretty good and get us into our sets, which is, they haven't had a ton of practice out there doing that, so I think that was good for them to get some reps of that tonight.
After so many games this season, we've asked you, what can you glean from this game just based on all the guys that are in and out and all of that? Provided you're able to stay healthy here and build on this, you mentioned practice time as well. How important is this stretch simply from an evaluation standpoint, figuring out what you have, what works, what doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, it's really important. I think, just as an example, Josh, I mean, we had a kind of a walkthrough, walkthrough, shoot around / practice prior to the game. I mean, it's an early start, so we just go up before the game and do that. But, it's one of the first times where we're running our sets, and we kind of run the same thing 3 times where OG, Pascal, and Scotty all play the 5 because we don't know how they're going to match up. So they've got, and there's certain ways those things got to be run to make them most beneficial. If you don't, they're just going to switch them, and you're not going to get, anything out of that. And if they do switch, that's fine, but you want to put the pressure on their big to switch onto your guards or whatever like that to get the matchups in your favor. So it's just advantageous for us to have that time and then to go out there and have to do it in live action, and then we'll go right back tomorrow. One of the things we didn't do much of was run the stuff with Scotty and Pascal at the 1, so that goes into the next kind of phase of it if that's the way we're going to end up going.
We've got questions for you online, if you don't mind, Coach. Go ahead, Oren.
Hey, Coach. I wanted to ask you about OG. I'm just wondering, have you noticed him get more comfortable using his strength to get to his spots and to stay on balance? And, has that been a focus for you guys, for him offensively?
Well, he's gotten much improved. I've talked about, I think, the biggest improvement of his game since he's maybe joined us is his starting and ending drives. He's getting by people. And then he's getting to the end where he's getting on balance and using his balance, strength, and athleticism. And it was a kind of focal point of the game going into the game tonight. We wanted him especially to take it down inside and try to put the heat on them at the rim early. We just, again, I'm a little bit. I think the legs and things are coming back, and we just wanted to make a concentrated effort early to shoot some paint shots or rim shots instead of just coming down and taking the first available 3. I just think that right now, as we continue to get our legs back, we need to make sure we get our share of shots at the basket. So, yes is the answer to your question. He's improved at that.
Other part of him getting into the paint and stuff, is that just because the way you guys play, there's mismatches all over the court, and it feels like OG will often have a 2 guard on him? So is it part of wanting to kind of take advantage of that?
Yeah, I don't think it really matters. It's just more of, can we get him, with the matchups. I'm not sure we got him mismatched all that much. We just were trying to get him high and wide and pitch the ball to him and telling him to play off the catch and use some of that first step quickness to get it down there. Some of that was that. Some of it was him just making a good head and shoulders move or a little in and out dribble move and doing it on his own. But just the mindset of attacking the rim is what we're really after.
And lastly on OG, I know you talked about the free throw attempts, him getting hit a lot but just not getting sent to the line all that often. Is there anything that he can add to his game in order for him to get to the line more, or is it just about maybe him exaggerating the contact a bit more?
No, I just think, again, it's more about volume, right? And he is big and strong, so sometimes they'll hit him and bounce off him a little bit, right? And he won't get some of those. He had a couple collisions down there tonight. He got 1, got 2, didn't get another couple, whatever. But I just think it's volume. You got to keep going in there and taking the hits, and maybe you can get half of them called.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Before we go to Takeshi, I think I cut Lindsay off. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. It's nothing crazy. It's just, I know a lot we've talked about Scotty's energy, but can you talk about it a little bit from the morale perspective if you noticed it tonight? Because at one point he was even dancing with Kim and Justin during the timeout.
Well, I thought in general, our team had good energy. They were really active from the bench. We talk about creating our own energy because there's not any in the arena. And I thought our guys really did a good job of kind of coaching and cheerleading and just supporting each other all the way. I would say the other night when Scotty didn't play, he was very active and energetic on that part of it too. And that's good spirit, and it's, you got to create your own fun sometimes, right?
Thank you. Go ahead, Takeshi.
Hello, Coach.
Hi, Takeshi.
Thank you for your time and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
My question is about the Utah game, and if I don't know if you call him struggling, but I don't think he's shooting very good at the charity strike. What do you say about him?
What did he go tonight, Takeshi? I didn't even know. 1 for 2? No, what is he? Yeah, 1 for 2. Well, let's put it this way. If he makes his next 2, it'll be 75%, right? Now, he's doing fine. We kind of got a longer rotation tonight for the first time this year. I think that he and Sphere are utility guys. You probably noticed that I used one of them one time, and then the next time around I used the other one, and Yuta got back in at the half with some foul trouble. I actually thought Yuta had a good game tonight. He only played 10 minutes, but I thought he had a good game.